Most of us are average, but to be honest, we don't want to be. What if you are wrong and you don't realize it yet? Two of my favorite anime characters that they actually realized how they can find it, what it means to get out of the average vibration and become something special. It's crazy when we look at people around us doing these incredible things and it looks like they don't put any effort at doing that. And it's so fucking frustrating because you put everything you have in your heart to do what you do, but you completely fail. And it feels that they are special and you are just average. Sometimes I feel like I lost the genetic lottery or I started too late. And I literally don't have any control over that. It feels like I will not become anything special. And this is why Oikawa and Isagi inspires me so much. I thought that Oikawa is just a bad guy. But he showed me what it means to not be able to defeat your rival. Be putting everything on the sport, everything on the line, and still coming short. And on top of that, while I'm in so much pain, a younger player comes in that very fast starts to become even better than me. It's so easy for Oikawa to think that I am from a different world, and unfortunately I don't have the lottery, I cannot be enough. And this is what I start thinking about myself a lot of the times when I see people that I admire, and they are on my age, like Tom Holland, Kevin Hart, Tony Robbins. I look at where they were on my age, and I'm nowhere even near on where they are. And it feels like they are from a different world. They are a different species, and it's impossible for me to be like them. It feels so easy to give up and just decide that I am mediocre, I was born like that, and there is no other way I can move forward. Their skills, what they do every day, their mindset is so far ahead of me that why should I even try? And it's very easy for Isagi to realize and decide that there is no way he can become pro. Not everyone becomes pro at some point. Some people are just on high school, they are playing volleyball or they are playing soccer. And it's very easy for them to decide that I'm just an average and I can stop right here and get a regular average job to feed my family. But the truth is that if they decide that, they would be extremely fucking wrong. Because as we saw in both their stories, they actually came to become one of the best in a really short amount of time. Just because they were delusional enough to continue fighting with the same spirit and vibration. And the mindset that made them average is actually still there. And the talent that makes them unstoppable is not really visible. So how did this talent came in the first place? Let's start with Isagi. The interesting part for him is that it came from intensity. We see again and again that he puts intensity on the way that he thinks and the passion about the match. And then he gets a reward. And these micro pieces of reward is actually making him hungrier to go even higher. Before he got to Blue Lock, he was thinking on an average way. He was just thinking, let's play for the team and let's do the best I can with the current abilities I have. What if you take exactly the same players and you told them that there is a $10 million win prize for whoever wins this game? We see that again and again on Mr. Beast challenges. I literally saw one that some of the people that they were inside the supermarket, they stayed there for 6 months. They thought that they just go there to get a piece of bread, and they stayed there with this extreme determination for 6 months. How can an ordinary human being has this extraordinary ability when he has the delusion that he can win over 100 other people $1 million? Let's talk about stakes. As human beings, every single second, we make a decision. We make a decision of pleasure versus pain. Now, as people, as explained on previous videos, we want to get pleasure and we want to avoid pain. The amount of effort, how difficult something is. Is it a little bit difficult or is it super hard? And then we calculate the amount of pleasure. Am I going to win just me being a little bit happy? Or am I going to win $1 million? When we know that the pleasure is massive and the pain is minuscule compared to the pleasure, our body and mind is putting so much fucking effort. And what I'm saying is kind of obvious. Obviously, if someone tells you to compete for $1 million, you will put a lot of fucking effort. But the question is, what if you're delusional? What if delusional, you think that every day you are actually competing for $1 million, even though there is no Mr. Beast on the other side giving you this $1 million, even though there is no match that will give you $1 million. As a human being, you have this unbelievable ability of delusion. You can believe anything you want, and you can be anyone you want. So if you have the right people around you that make it delusional, and if congruently within you, you're so crazy that you believe that what you do right now will change your life and will change the life of your family, you will be able to do anything. For a massive why, a human being can do anything and can find the what and how. If you look at people around you, most people have lost meaning, but also the belief on the system around them that they can get anything from what they do. They feel that they are on a rat race, and whatever they do, they will just continue being on the same rat race. So life doesn't matter anymore. Their actions are not impactful or important anymore. It is extremely hard to convince someone that they don't see any benefit at it to do anything. For someone that is on that place, the idea of aiming high sounds laughable or extremely scary, so they never do that. I know that you're special. I know that you came on this video for a reason, and I know that you want to be up there at some point. You want to be a successful soccer player, volleyball player. You want to have your own YouTube channel. I want you to use me as a reminder, as a signal that this is your moment to shift realities. This video, this millisecond, is your moment to shift, to move to a new reality, that you have self-belief, a delusional, completely stupid self-belief, that you can change the direction of your family. Because like Isagi or Oikawa have this belief on themselves. They can get any amount of pain, any amount of misery, and they will keep moving forward because they are running after the $1 million, and they know that this $1 million will be theirs with the suffering as much as you are okay with the suffering from this point on. The only real difference between you, Oikawa, and Isagi. You never use everything you have, especially over a long period of time. You have so much potential and skill inside of you, but all that is hidden because your potential is not forced out of you, because there is not a reason for this to happen. Your body and mind is literally hiding this potential from you as much as it was hiding that from Oikawa. On an early stage of Mario, you don't really have to optimize everything. You can just have it on the back of your mind and just play calmly, and you will just win. But when you go closer to the edge of your abilities, this is when you play the same level again and again and again in order to optimize every single jump, every single millimeter of your movements in order for you to win this level, because it's impossible to win if you are not at the edge of your abilities. This is what's happening with sports. That's why we are obsessed with Haikyuu. Because inside of your soul, you know that you have so much more to give. And this soul is talking to your subconscious that you have that to give, is in within your hands to unlock it. If you are honest, as much as I am right now, you might have never even tried to. You might have never even 30 to 40% of your abilities on what you're doing, and you are convinced that you are talentless because someone else is able to do that seemingly without putting any effort. Brother, this is your moment to deeply think about your life. I know that you're here on this video for a reason, and I know that you watched all this video for a reason. You're very special, and this is the moment that you can completely shift realities. If you are ready to do that, comment shift reality and put a like and a subscribe, because the algorithm is fucking brutal and needs your signal, because I want this message to reach more people. That was really fun to make, and thank you so much for your time.